The Igbo no have spirit of development in their place, they develop other places. Bros, from here to Okeke here, come in the night, they own generator everywhere, boom. They boom people city. There's something wrong. Are you getting it? Is he recording? Because there's one who recording, no record.
It's recording.
He recording. So you need to understand what Igbo man is. But you only dare add to what you ask spirit of making another place, boom. You don't ask spirit of making your place, boom. That's the problem we have. Listen to me, as Igbo man be, understand me? As Igbo man is a machine to make other places, boom. Bros, that is all of us will die to go. They will go for die to go there. But you see how they do. Okay, come shop here to here. From here down, come shop. How many people get them? Them. In the night, they own generator everywhere, boom. I mean, so these guys are the people. But yet, your people, your place, there's something wrong with your God. You don't like you. Your God of the land don't like you. But you don't make them well. There's something wrong with you. Something wrong with Igbo man. It's spiritual, it's a mystery. But you don't believe there's something wrong with them. You go saying they make money. Can you make another people place to look at what Bible said now? Look at what Bible said. You see what Bible praised them. Bible na Karaba. He's praising them. Say when Igbo man go any place, you know what? It boom. What happened to your own land? That it become a dust. Guy, Igbo man need deliverance. It's too painful.
Okay, thank you very much.
You need deliverance. So we need to see how we can be able to help these people. Listen to me. If the Igbo man have the spirit that they have outside, bros, even though Biafra said we know for fight that you have to shout like this. We know for shout fear something because what a man go see something. But the bill I said there's nothing there, that's why everybody shouting for Biafra. But if they carry the spirit that they be outside, come to their own land, bros, nobody go shout for this thing. They go boom, think of more. Now for you, you go see the people go love to go there. So come on, your masquerade can carry again they flog people. You don't like people. Bring your masquerade and embrace everybody, cover everybody, embrace, dance with people. So that's your masquerade, now you go bring people come. But when one way carry again the flock, you know good. They flog people, they run, they flog people very well. So you need to understand. So change your culture. Let your land be bubble. Hey, go attract visitors. People will come in, and Igbo land could become what? Worldwide. So you need to understand because they are industrial. So but now there's nothing if you don't get that wisdom. And that's why we are pursuing to make that to happen in Akwa Ibom State. Understand me? We go against the culture to change it. You Calabar must go. Now we work very hard. He must go. That's the campaign now. It's national campaign. It's in Facebook. We are going to campaign this December. You Calabar must go. We bring another culture that can embrace people. Then people go now start to come in our land. Come and develop. Let us live. We're going to get landlord. Landlord go boom. When you see people coming, you yourself go build house. Now somebody will become landlord for you. So that's why we are working in. The Igbos will join the working. Stop you carry masquerade, they flog people. You know good. Okay. The cause of a land is pursuing people. It hate people. Okay. Make it love people. Okay. And that will be the best.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
All right.
Igbos are not hostile. Igbos are expensive. And before you're able to struggle anything with them, you have to meet up a standard. That does not mean they're hostile. You know, they also go through that when they visit you, when they go to your place. They go through certain process to put you on the scale of relevance, you know, and exposure to light. Igbos are light. Anywhere where they go to, they illuminate light, you know. Forget what Ruben Abati is talking about, you know, of Arise TV. He's already working on that Igbo man. Jonathan, an Igbo man, made the special advisor on media publicity. Your wife is under the tutelage and care of an Igbo business mogul, Allen Onyema, till today. So what is Ruben Abati talking about? Well, it tells you that the Arab Yorubas, as we classify them, Ruben is one of them, you know, because it has become a reality. You cannot go to Igbo land currently now with all the negative stories rising up and down about the Igbo nation and the Igbo identity and what the Igbo represent. And you say when you go there, you meet a certain standard. You cannot go to America without meeting American standard. You cannot go to China without meeting Chinese standard. If you are ready, because when we come here, then just like what the senior president said, that some people go to the eastern part of the country with nylon. After 15 years, they return with nylon. But it is only the Igbos that move to a particular place, give you structure, illuminate you, give you light, provide the atmosphere for you, and still define that moment for you. In the midst of darkness, Igbos, as far as Nigeria is concerned, Igbo is the light.
They don't allow us to go. But we want to go by what? By force. To go our home. Then on December like this, somebody can take just a bike, to Umoya, to Aba, to Onitsha, to enjoy your Christmas. Now we are talking about now you don't enter 40,000. From 25 you go enter 50. Bros, you can't go with your family to go and visit them. Even you say you cannot go. Come back, come is 100K just in your country. The pass plane says. The pass money for plane. Understand me? This is what we are talking about. How can we be a motherland that all of us dwell in the east? Export and export. Do business and if Yoruba and Igbo outside need us, they should come to our land and see us as we come to them and see them.
Is that a regional system of government?
No, not be regional. Like so we come, they don't make us to come to Lagos. We come to Lagos because there's something here. It must be something that they look for us. They come. Abi? They come to our, it's their country. They go, but we have home. We don't have home. We have home. We don't have home. We are roaming everywhere. We don't have home. We are there in Kanu. We are there in Abuja. We are there in Lagos. Port Harcourt. We are spreading everywhere. We don't have home to dwell. So we need a home. That's what I'm fighting for. Don't fight for Biafra. Biafra can never be. We can only fight for motherland. There's no Biafra forever. Forever. This and Tinubu. The day we hear say all the governor of Igbo land in Nigerian government don't decide. We hear say all the senators don't decide. House of Rep don't decide. Council or chairman don't decide. They say they are going to Biafra. That's why we raise flag for Biafra and we win.
All the politicians.
All the politicians. All of them say we are resigning. We are going to what is our Biafra we win. Our flag will rain for the sky. The way they see the Nigerian government chop and drink and pay salary and enjoy the luxury, they can never go. So Biafra is dead. No exists.
The struggle for trying to define the identity of what Igbo stands for between ancestral home and city, properties or whatever is two different things. There's Umunna. When you talk about ancestral, you are talking about Umunna. That is why the British find it very difficult to penetrate because it's an Igbo tradition. We don't just play to the hospital. We don't do Babasobe. We don't talk and go back and do another thing. We represent who we are at the end of the day. The British system find it very difficult to penetrate. The Yorubas should not find it very difficult to penetrate if they are ready to penetrate. We don't need to come and wake them up every morning to behave the way Igbos are behaving. We don't need to do this for them to go. Learn! Brother, I've always said it that things come through imitation. People who are ready to learn begin to imitate. When you imitate, you become like an expert in that level. But if you're saying, leave them, bros, who taught Igbos what they should do after the war when they lost everything? Necessity has added value to an Igbo man today. After 4 years of massacre, over 10 million Igbos died in the Nigerian Biafra war. I'm not talking about it. Everybody, man, they lost everything. What revived the Igbo nation? That even the Yorubas themselves were part of the propaganda that took away Igbo property across Nigeria. But today, the same people came back again from behind the door and they are gossiping. Don't sell land. They don't do this. They don't do that. Igbo this, Igbo that. It is because of people like these people around. We don't need them. I'm telling you, we don't need them. They should understand we don't need them to survive. Because you can see in the presidency, they are the one occupying everywhere. The little space Igbo man enjoys in Nigeria, that is what they want to take away from the Igbo man. And that means they are seeking for a way to conquer the Igbo and introduce the real agenda. Because when Nigeria is scattered to a certain point, the Hausas are going to depend on Igbo, on Yorubas. That is it. they will depend on the Yorubas to survive. The North will depend on Yorubas. And that is why I see this gang up building to an extent that everything about Nigeria problem is being dumped on Igbo. Look at the way Tinubu want to destabilize the Igbo nation now. You are having Simon Eba. What did he do? You are having Masin Nnamdi Kanu. What did he do? And you say they are in charge of insecurity. They are causing insecurity. They are the one bringing Boko Haram from the north. They are the one bringing this thing from everywhere. The same people who you have held. So what are they trying? What message are they trying to pass at the end of the day? If not another way of trying to make sure that the gang up continues and Igbos are being suppressed to a point where they cannot be able to raise their heads up now and ask even little questions.
But he's talking about his experience.
Excuse me.
He's talking about his experience.
Yes, let me tell you, on the experience, if he's having a personal experience, have you been able to ask those questions? Was that land he's talking about, with his relationship with Tuko Benson, whoever is involved, enough justification to make that kind of common statement? It is not. Quite insignificant. Bros, if you have what it takes to live in Igbo land, you live in Igbo land. If you have it, bros, it's competition. That's why you have age grade, age this, age that. If you cannot survive, you cannot survive.
But do you believe that those things can come to an end?
Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you're having that kind of atmosphere where a group of people from a community are coming out and say they are Umunna, and if you look at them now, they are advancing, they are moving, and you come from anywhere, bros, you need to, that's what I'm telling you, they are too expensive. They don't look, if you want to join them, you need to struggle. You need to be under the sun 24 hours 7 to meet the pace of the Igbo man. The gap of the Igbo. It's not only in Nigeria. In 8 countries of the world, the same attitude, the same approach, the same understanding, the same adventure, the same progress, the same way. They don't care. For this 64 years, there's no Igbo man that can boast, okay, I've become president of Nigeria. Is it true? Is it not? Will you say this one is a lie, it's a propaganda? You can't say that. That's the fact. Why have they not fixed Nigeria without Igbo if the Igbo man is the problem? They have been enjoying Nigeria for how many years now? Why are they blaming Igbo man on everything that goes wrong with Nigeria? Why they are the one doing their ruling, doing the political calculation, conniving, ganging up, telling you the marginalization of the Igbo land is deliberate. Have you seen that kind of a thing happen? I've never seen it before. They continue to do that, and still they are not still satisfied. What do they want? But let me tell you, the Igbo tradition and culture does not give out their opoporo to touts like Ruben Abati.
Touts?
Yes, it's a tout to Ruben Abati. Somebody like Ruben Abati coming to buy land in the southeast. It's a tout. Igbo land is too expensive. It's not for people like him. If you look at the elites, Yorubas, you understand, people like Pa Ayo Adebanjo coming to Igbo land to buy land. You know that this one, has intellectual contribution, has something upstairs that you can learn. It has something that can help you build. But not these towns that are on the have been categorized as Arab Yoruba, the likes of Bayo, Nonugandem, Tinubu, and all the rest of them that have deep hatred for Igbo, that have not been in power before. Igbo man have never been the president before. Then why this hatred? To the point that you are eating from the Igbo man's platform and you are still criticizing it. Now. Well, I think it is high time. People are saying that Nduka Obabena should even excuse him because he's sounding too toutish at that level. Is that how to build the unity you're talking about? What is the unity now? So when somebody says, okay, based on all this is that I don't want to be part of Nigeria, people will say it's treasonable. He has committed a offense. It's a crime. This bring him and anything. Why the people who are killing in the north and everywhere, nobody is threatening them. Nobody is putting them in prison. But well, the message is very clear. it will help to build a capacity. I don't want to mention it. Well, let them continue. It has a multiplying effect, and it has a point where there will be a diminishing marginal utility. Everything will begin to fall back. It will get to a point, this will begin to fall back. And the falling back carries consequences. That's the truth.
Would arresting Samonekpa bring peace to the southeast?
No, he would have asked me now. You understand? Would you stop the killing in the north? I think Samonekpa is in charge. He's the one that is killing people in the north. Arresting him will bring peace in the north. The Ohanese leaders, the Ohanese Igbo, the Igbo people should ask Tinubu what is his interest in the southeast. What does him and Fulani people want to achieve in the southeast? Why are they creating insecurity in the southeast and come back and say it is Samonekpa and Nnamdi Kanu, where they are the one creating insecurity in the southeast? The Igbo politicians, I think, to understand, need to be very careful at this point in time, because it is becoming crystal clear, you know, unless they want to be stupid. Yes, I'm using this word because it is getting to an extent that it's becoming too embarrassing that nobody of that level should be called and call a spade a spade. When you are watching people dying on daily basis, killed on daily basis, brought to nothing on daily basis, even with their distance in Lagos State, they cannot be given a house. Before they give you a house, they ask you whether you're a Igbo man or not. That's an embarrassment. And these politicians are there every day. They sing a national anthem. What is the national about Nigeria? What is the national about Nigeria? What makes Nigeria a nation? That's the question you ask yourself. Whether they keep Samonekpa in Finland or they keep him in Nigeria, the question is the bottom line of it, because Samonekpa is still the umbrella, is still under the umbrella of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu remains a factor. But you can see what is happening today about peace in the eastern part of the country. That it's not about Nnamdi Kanu and Samonekpa. It is what the Northerners and the Yorubas want to achieve in the southeast. As simple as that. The Igbo politicians, somebody like Ajuzokan, what are you doing in the Senate that you have kept short for too long? It's embarrassing. Ajuzokan, what are you doing there? That nobody can stand up and speak for the Igbos apart from Samonekpa and Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody, everybody is being shut down. The Ohanese is not making anything, no relevance, nothing.
No impact.
You cannot point out an Igbo figure that is stopping, that is standing against tyranny, against injustice, against killing, against kidnapping, against government ganged up attack on people who are seeking for justice of Biafrans all over.
What of Peter Obi?
Let me tell you one thing you have to take from the reality of Peter Obi, you know, that Peter Obi has still remained an option that they not want to use as a national unity. And it cannot be seen to be interpreted more than where we are, what we are saying today. But because in the midst of nothing, they can use Peter Obi to bridge a certain gap, though it's going to be very well going to be on the temporary aspect of it. But until Biafra comes, Peter Obi remains a factor and an option of national unity, which the North are already, you know, building a capacity based on that.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless you.